Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Smark Tank. I am Shannon Epstein, alongside the wondrous one, Bob Black.
Yes.
Bob Black, I just want to get right into it.
Let's do it.
Roman Reigns had got his ass beat this week.
Again, yeah.
By Brock Lesnar. How in the heck is this guy gonna win a match at WrestleMania when he can't even beat Brock Lesnar in an in-ring promo segment?
Are you alluding to the theory that we have, that we've been floating?
Yeah, we were talking before the podcast, and I said to Mr. Black over here, I said, dude, what is Paul Heyman gonna do when Brock Lesnar leaves?
He's gonna manage a heel Roman Reigns because he's going to betray him like he did
with the Big Show.
At
SummerSlam many years back. I think that was like 2004. Knocking at your door. I can't believe I just rhymed that. I'm so corny. I just want to shoot myself right now. Anyway, yeah, I think he might turn on Brock Lesnar.
That would be a cool turn. I just don't know if
they don't have balls anymore. So that's the problem.
And they really want Reigns' babyface.
But they save like really good segments for WrestleMania. Like they usually save like one big surprise. Yeah. So if the surprise is not going to be Rey Mysterio as Braun Strowman's partner, what could they have? You know what I mean? Like something that big would be great. And on top of that, the fans are already booing the shit out of Roman anyway. He's not winning in his in-ring segments. He's not really showing like a dominant force. The only time he showed some dominance at all was when he was beating the crap out of the TSA agents.
That was pretty dope.
You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how he's going to beat him.
I would like to see. I don't know if they're trying to build like this like Stone Cold kind of like underdog thing with him.
They're doing a really bad job of it.
Yeah.
Because Stone Cold was like a heel at first and then somehow turned face.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was getting his ass kicked as a heel.
He was, of course.
You know, he was doing cheap tactics. Like Roman Reigns is like kind of just, you know, this is the big thing that there was like a talking point this week was that like Roman Reigns is Vince McMahon's golden boy. And you know, to which he replied, look, every wrestler back there is Vince McMahon's golden boy. And you know what? I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. I believe if you have a good relationship, you know, despite the fact that I, you know, don't know Vince McMahon personally, I believe that if you come to Vince McMahon and, you know, you come to creative with really good fucking ideas, like unavoidably good ideas, they're going to use your fucking ideas and you're going to get more TV time.
Yes. I agree.
You know?
I agree.
Not to mention like Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose had the absolutely hottest segment with Evolution.
Yeah.
They came off a hot feud from the Wyatt family. They were just so fucking over that there was nothing more you could do with the Shield. You had to break them up. You know, I can we say the same thing for another hot stable like the New Day? You know, is Xavier Woods so fucking over? You know what I mean? Like, is Big E really over? Is Kofi really over? No. I mean, I'm afraid they're gonna kind of be stuck in that.
I mean,
in that stable for a while.
I feel like they could have pushed Big E, and they still can.
Big E's probably the only one who can really do something.
Actually, Xavier can get pushed too, but I don't know if they're ready to push him.
I feel like they'll push him to the cruiserweight.
Yeah,
that's what I feel like they would do with him.
I mean, but he's talented enough to like do more. Because like I'll be honest, like that New Day gimmick wasn't doing anything until he kind of got there when they were teaming Big E and.
No, it was always the three of them.
Well, I mean, I know Big E and Kofi were tag teaming. And then they called up Xavier, and then Xavier joined. He's like, "No, we'll do something different. Like it's a new day." And then that's how they formed that whole New Day gimmick. But like they were tag teaming already, and people weren't really responding to it. And like then Xavier came in and kind of brought his own energy, and they kind of all like.
Xavier's is definitely a quirky, weird, awesome person.
Yeah,
you know, and he really speaks to the internet generation. I would say.
And he basically kind of allowed that gimmick to open up and breathe, where they like people were responding to him, and he was like his ideas. You even see like in the documentary they do with NXT, you see when they call him up, like, everyone in, like, they have the developmental meeting and everyone loves him, and like you can see that they were allowing him leeway, and that leeway eventually like transferred over to Kofi and transferred over to Big E, and allowed their personalities to shine, and like now the New Day is New Day.
New Day is amazing. And there's nothing you need to change about New Day, but I mean, like,
but it was like they let them do that without Xavier Woods? I doubt it. Would they let Xavier Woods do that by himself? Probably not.
Well, that's the problem actually. Is like, how do you? Because you're not in the business of making tag teams. You're not in the business of making good stables. You're in the business of making over superstars.
Right.
How do you translate Kofi Kingston? Because Kofi had a very hard time. There was times where Kofi had moments like where he was like destroying Randy Orton's car and cutting really good promos, very like shoot-esque style promos. Mm-hmm. And then he just kind of like tinkered off,
I don't know. Honestly, the story of Kofi Kingston's career is a very strange one to me, because he came in very hot and they wanted to make him this Jamaican gimmick, and then they just had him completely drop it.
Right.
And then like they're like, they even like reference it, were like didn't you have a Jamaican accent? Huh?
What are you talking about?
I thought you were from Jamaica. He's just like,
and
it's
he was Kingston, Jamaica.
Yeah, and it's like you could tell that they knew they had a talent, because Kofi Kingston is obviously one of the most talented wrestlers that ever stepped in the ring.
Absolutely, yeah.
And they like, I feel like it's almost like a Shelton Benjamin situation where like they knew they had talent.
Yeah, he's raw,
just like pure talent, and they just didn't know what to do with him. Like, and they like kind of like what they're doing right now.
Unfortunately, I feel like that happens to a lot of wrestlers of color in the WWE.
Absolutely.
Is that like he just doesn't know how to. He doesn't like. They don't know how to give them a chance to go beyond the tag title division, or the IC division, unless your name is Booker T.
Booker T, is the guy they're allowed to push, and Booker T.
Well, it's because Booker was showing that he would run with the gimmicks that they gave him. They were like, all right, you're going to be a king now. And he's like, okay, of course I'm a king. I'm King Booker. Yeah. And like he would do what he needed to do in order to get over.
He also came from WCW, where he had built.
He already had a championship run. He
already established a fan base, and people where like when he was in WCW towards the end, he was basically The Rock in WCW. People that's
the bookend.
The bookend, like he was he was over as fuck. Like people they built him. Like they legit built his gimmick from tag team mid card to championship level. So like he was like a homegrown WCW guy.
Absolutely.
So like people who were like fans who were like, okay, now WWE's the only game in town, they didn't have a lot of WCW guys to rally around. Booker T became that guy. That's why like Booker T, I think, got the push that other black wrestlers or wrestlers of color don't get.
Right. I mean, I think it is a problem within WWE, and it's something that like we're looking over systematic racism in a lot of areas, and not that I really wanted this to be the topic, but that's just kind of where my mind went. I mean, there's a lot of things that are happening in the world right now. We just had the Stephon Clark thing, and it's just it's something that's been on my mind. It's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
What wrestler of color right now is somebody who could even just be in the main event? Like, I can't.
I mean, Roman Reigns is a wrestler of color. He's just,
No, but I mean, like, somebody who is of African American descent.
Oh, African American. They won't push anyone, I don't think. I mean,
but you're right. Roman Reigns is a wrestler of color, but like, we've already given a lot of Samoans a chance to run with the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, somebody who I can actually believably see as a wrestler of color being in the main event is Titus Worldwide, baby. Titus O'Neil.
I love Titus. I mean, I think
Apollo Crews could easily do it if you give him the chance? Record to match his skill. Yeah. Because he is somebody who is so undervalued and underestimated
underappreciated, yeah.
It's criminal actually. It's criminal how he's gotten kind of a negative push since he made it to the main roster. Now, I think the biggest crime actually for Apollo was the fact that they pushed him so quickly from NXT. He didn't get a chance to really be in developmental very long. They were just like, oh my God, he's such a star. Yeah. Let's get him on the main roster. But these are shark-infested waters, as my good friend Stone Cold Steve Austin says.
Yeah.
You know, you can get lost in that big pond. Yeah. NXT is a smaller pond. Raw, SmackDown, those are shark-infested waters. That's the ocean, baby.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're not ready to swim, you're going to get lost in there.
Big E can be a main event. Big E was an NXT champion. Big E, like, you know, like...
Right.
Like, the idea that Big E can't be an NXT a WWE champion is ridiculous. He's great on the mic.
No. He can, easily.
He's great on the mic. He's great on the mic. He has tons of charisma. He's amazing in the ring.
I just think, they
won't push him.
No. They will push him, but he needs to do, like, some sort of Hall of Pain gimmick, like Mark Henry, and just start benching people.
That's so silly. Like, that is the gimmick he would need for them to push him. But, like,
I think he should turn on New Day.
I feel like if he was just Big E, he should be, like, because he's over enough. Like, he can definitely, like, pull on, like...
I disagree. I think he's a little too goofy, you know, just to, like, be that and be a champion. I just feel like once you start getting to the main event, things start getting more serious. Like, you notice that Miz is becoming less of a character, and more of like I'll fucking hit you in the face, and then when they get in his face, he runs, because that's his thing.
Yeah,
but
I mean, Big E can do that. Big E did that when, like, he can do those promos. He can cut that character, absolutely. Like, he did that with the Bludgeon Brothers when they beat up the New Day, and the Usos, and he's like, yeah. You know, usually I'm here, you know, I'm having a good time, but, like, last night, something went down. So I'm gonna go out there.
I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying that's what he would need in order for them to.
I mean, but I don't even think with that they would push him. That's the thing that makes me sad, because, like, I feel like he wouldn't.
But it would have to be the mission. Like, it would have to be the mission. It'd be like you come to Vince McMahon and be like, "Look, Vince, we have to push a person of African American descent," and he'd be like, "All right, I'm going to rack my brain around this." Like, and that would be what he'd come up with. He'd be like, well, why don't we just do the Hall of Pain again? You know, we did it with Mark Henry and it worked. So let's do it with Biggie. And
I love the Hall of Pain, but it's like you can't tell me you need to do Hall of Pain every time you're gonna push it, like a black champion. That's silly.
It's not even just a black champion though. I feel like it's like any kind of champion. Really, it just has to be in the serious realm. Yeah. I mean, you know, because, like, right now with even Roman Reigns, it's getting very serious. It's getting very dramatic. You know what I mean? You notice that the goofy stuff and, like, the character shit starts to kind of take a background to most people in the main event.
Sure.
And then it has to become this very ultra serious gimmick. And the reason why they do that is so you take WWE is a serious entity.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, like, the funny shit, that's in the IC. Like, you notice, like, oh, there's these funny things like Seth Rollins and Finn Balor this week were, like, crowding around, like, Miz, like, oh, man, you know, they're going to fuck you up.
Yeah, no, it's smart. It like, I get that. But my thing is like this. If you're going to make a wrestler, start taking a wrestler serious, right? You have to start laying those foundational seeds when they're in the mid card, when they're in the...
They do, though. Yeah, they do.
And it's like...
look at Miz. Miz is the obvious guy who's going to be feuding with Roman for a while.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they don't lay those seeds with wrestlers of color, and that's the reality. It's not that these guys can't do it. It's not even that, like, Big E needs a Hall of Pain gimmick,
right?
To push it. Like, what I'm saying is, like, that would be the only gimmick they would allow him to put the push into the main event.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. Yeah. You know,
it's not even that, like, because, like, the idea, like, he can't be, like, still kind of like carefree Big E.
That can happen later, but initially, they're not going to let him be himself as a main eventer,
and like, still, like, he still has a serious side, like, because, like, Daniel Bryan when he was making his push to championship was still goofy.
Do you know why? But because he was going to lose in 7 seconds at WrestleMania to Sheamus.
Yeah. But, like,
because he was not a serious. He was a B+ player in everyone's fucking eyes.
Absolutely. But, like, you know
except us.
Yeah. But you know what else? He was still compelling, and he was still interesting, and he, like, that's the point. Like, it's like when they get out of the way. These guys can be compelling. I don't think all of them can be compelling, Because some of them, like, let's be real, some of them just can't.
Big E obviously can.
Yeah, I mean, David can. I think if you give a fucking Apollo Crews a chance, he can be compelling. You know,
I'm not disagreeing with you.
At this point, they just like nerfed all these guys to the point where I don't care.
Not the New Day. We haven't. Nobody nerfed the New Day.
No.
The problem is if you break them up, they get nerfed.
Yeah,
that's the honest to God truth. Is like you are Vince McMahon. This is your toy box.
Yeah.
Your top merchandise seller in the New Day is just broken up. What do you do with these guys? They don't probably even want to be broken up because they know that Vince McMahon is not going to push them. So they're just like, you know what? Let's just fucking ride this shit out to retirement because we're collecting checks every fucking week in merchandising.
I mean, I also think that they generally enjoy performing together. I think they like because they're very active in up down down.
Yeah,
with Xavier Woods. They're happy doing what they're doing.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying, but there's got to be a little piece of you in the back of your head that goes, I did have hopes of being a world champion one day.
Sure.
You know, and I know it's not going to happen, but I'm not trying to put words in anybody's fucking mouth because, you know, if Xavier Woods wants to come on the Smark Tank and set the record straight.
I mean, the New Day feuded with the Shield for
a little bit, for like 5 minutes in Survivor Series, and the one night of the year that both Raw and SmackDown go into head-to-head competition.
And they weren't like, oh, like this doesn't look like they can compete. Like they competed and it was good. It was a great match.
Sure.
But, you know, so it's like, there's like they are considered legitimate, like wrestlers and contenders. They're just not considered like WWE championship material because
not yet.
Not because they're not good, but because Vince is antiquated and
you get another shingles outbreak in the backstage dressing room. You'll see how quickly people start becoming. Oh man, you know I never looked at him as a fucking contender, but fuck, you know maybe I gotta start looking at things from the outside.
Yeah. That's what happened to Triple H. if you go into history, when you like really read up on it, Triple H hated the Indies, hated the skinny guys, hated Dan Bryan, hated CM Punk, and then he realized, holy shit, the only guys that the WWE developmental is setting up is guys like fucking Ryback who are fucking injuring everyone and fucking shit up, and he was like, shit, what the fuck is our developmental doing? We need guys. I can't do this forever. Sean's gonna retire. What the fuck are we gonna do? And like, who are they gonna send us? Fucking Alex Riley? He was like, we need guys. And he's like, oh crap, we don't have any guys. Where can we find guys? The Indies. You mean all these guys I've been shitting on all these years? Or the guy, like, he's like, you know what? Yeah, I guess all these guys I've been shitting on for years.
Look, there has been a come to Jesus moment for Triple H, and Triple H has now finally realized, like, okay, I have to get safe guys who are building their own brand, who will bring fans to the WWE.
I have to go get a Tyler Black. I have to go get a John Moxley.
Right.
I have to go find these guys because I have to go sign them. I have to go sign a Kevin Owens. I have to go sign the Sami Zayn or El Generico because I can't make them myself right now in their competition.
Yeah.
I have to go sign AJ Styles.
Right.
I have to go sign Shinsuke.
And then there's even more people like, you know, Joey Janela or whatever, you know, and like all these fucking other people who are like now coming up again. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's getting crazy now. Yeah. It's getting crazy. Like the indies are starting to make a resurgence, and partially I would even dare say it's because of NXT and NJPW and ROH just really holding strong and sticking to the passion.
Sure. I mean, I think what they're doing is they're showing that like wrestling, just the art of wrestling, the storytelling of wrestling in the ring, the telling of a story in the ring is still viable. You know,
it's what's saving 205 Live.
Yeah, because like Vince, let's be honest, Vince lost that belief a long time ago. Vince was like, there's no way people want to sit down and watch fucking a 15-minute match. And like, I mean, to his credit,
it's because he has no attention span.
Yeah.
And you know what? The only way you're going to get anybody invested is if you're telling a good story.
Yep.
No matter how you're telling the story.
I mean, to his credit, I definitely watched that tag team match to open SmackDown with Bobby Roode, Randy Orton, Rusev, and Jinder Mahal. And
that was a tough sell for any human.
And I was like, I get why he doesn't like long matches now, because this match is atrocious, except for Rusev.
Right.
Rusev was great. But the story that was being told was a really good story. Not a bad story. Just,
Yeah.
Match was like, I was like, man, this match should have ended 5 minutes ago. And like, we should have got some Elias or something. We should have just brought Elias.
A lot from Raw to SmackDown.
Just bring him down to SmackDown. Like,
just to piss everybody off. The Cleveland Browns really are terrible, aren't they?
My name is Elias.
I feel like the people in Cleveland wanted to go, yeah, they are. Yeah. They are really terrible.
Well, welcome to, my name is Elias. I'm on SmackDown for some reason.
Well, it's like watching a house show. It's like, why is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on a Raw house show? Yes. And why is New Day here on a Raw? We just don't ask questions.
Don't ask questions anymore.
But honestly, that house show I went to felt like a fucking WrestleMania.
It was great.
The way that like everybody's just fucking coming out, and it's like, no, we just want our top merchandise sellers to come in and just fucking get you going right away.
Get you hyped up.
It's like, oh, special attraction match. In fact, I want to say, after going, I went to an ICW, Insane Championship Wrestling.
Yes.
No, it's not. It's Impact Championship Wrestling.
Impact Championship
I went to an ICW show and saw fucking some great indie talent like fucking EC Negro and Joey Janela and Nick Gage and and I don't want to like bury anybody because I'm not about that, but the phrase special attraction match fucking pisses me off.
Yeah.
It really fucking pisses me off. Every fucking match is a special attraction match.
Yeah.
Every match is a special attraction match. And I don't know who the fuck told anybody to say that. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not even going to say anybody's name. But like just every fucking match is a special attraction match. Why are you saying like a women's special attraction match?
No, yeah.
Or a hardcore special. Every match is special, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just call it now. We're going to have a women's brawl. You know what I mean? Like, just call it that. Like, why does it got to be special attraction women's match? It's like, no.
Every match should be special. Every match should be given.
I just don't like special attraction. That's it. I don't know. It reminds me of, going to see the Bearded Lady.
I love the Bearded Lady.
That's a special attraction.
She's very special, and she's very attractive.
You had the special attraction.
I definitely had a special
last week, right?
Oh man,
you were telling me about that OK Cupid thing.
Oh, the bearded lady and the tattooed lady.
Oh God,
the tattooed bearded lady. That's my
tattooed bearded lady.
But like, I'll be honest, I really liked Roman's like injured babyface thing this week. It made me it endeared me to him.
Sure,
because it was like he was selling the leg. He was really selling, and I was like, I appreciated it, and like I was not as hyped on this Brock Lesnar match until they did the spot where like he ran and he jumped and he tried to do the Superman punch, and like Lesnar catches him and just does the fucking belly to belly suplex. And
this is going to be potentially Lesnar's last match for a very long time.
And I was like, that's a really great spot. If they can work out spots like that in the match, that I would be suitably entertained. Like,
so here's the problem. Lesnar went out last time in a WrestleMania on a low note.
Sure.
And they didn't want to hire him back for a while until he started making his UFC, ass kickings or whatever.
Sure.
So if he goes out on a high note this time, they're going to be like, we got to get him back for SummerSlam at least. You know what I mean? We got to bring him back for special attraction matches.
Yes.
To call myself a hypocrite, because he's a draw. Don't tell me he's not a draw, because he is.
He's a draw.
You know what I mean? Like, and if he actually puts in his effort, like he did with AJ Styles,
he's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, like I've seen Brock Lesnar put on fucking great matches. I just haven't liked a majority of the matches he put on in his title reign.
He's been very repetitive in his title reign.
Then you see like AJ Styles and you're like, and I know, and I'm not even going to lie, I was loving the Brock Lesnar Roman 1.
Yeah. It was a good match.
I think I'm going to love Brock Lesnar Roman 2 because they're going to kick the fucking shit out of each other.
And they should go for it. They should just like go for broke. So I agree.
Are we gonna see The Undertaker next week? Speaking of special attraction matches,
we should. I'll be real. If Taker doesn't show up, I'll be really tight. Because
who is he gonna fight then if he's not fighting The Undertaker?
I want to be honest. John Cena this week was like really like I just kept watching everything he did, like when he kept doing like the he sat up and did the choke slam.
Yo, I love John Cena.
And I was like, that's so cute. Look at
I love John Cena.
It was really cute. I was like, this guy's so fucking cute. Look at this guy.
I'm into that wrestler. He's cool. I don't know who that John Cena. I don't know who this John Cena is and where they've been hiding him for the last 10 years.
This is like heel John Cena.
But I like this John Cena.
Yeah, this is like rapper John Cena.
I like John Cena who don't give a shit about what you think about him.
This is like Master of Thuganomics John Cena.
And if you don't get the fact that this is thuganomics John Cena, you're so not in the meta. Yeah, like you don't even know what I'm gonna do to you because you're so fucking stupid. Yeah, you're not a smart fan.
He's definitely in word life. Like
like he's just like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Chokeslam me, Taker. Come on.
I mean, like Ollie Davis from Wrestle Talk even said it. It's like, yeah. Fuck you, Undertaker, for not, for putting your body on the line for 20 years and not coming back again. He's like, that's how into the promo he was. You know what I mean? From the week before.
It was really good.
But like, you gotta just look at it like this, like, keep rolling, baby, because that Taker, I don't know if he's not coming back from WrestleMania. I don't know what's happening. And it would be really funny if they keep trolling us up until Mania. They're just like, all right, there's no match at Mania. So he'll come out. I think that could happen, actually. I don't think Taker's going to even come out because the WrestleMania tickets are already sold. Yeah. The WWE subscriptions are already paid for. The only way they're going to know if they're going to get more subscriptions is the day of Mania. Wow. So I think they could probably hold off till Mania. Wow. And then he'll come out, try to cut a promo on Jay-Z, basically, like he did that one year. Yeah. He'll like come out with a cardboard cutout of the Undertaker, try to pin it, and then Undertaker will come out and be like, "Keep rolling."
You know what's sad? I could totally see that happening. And
I know.
And like Cena just takes a couple bumps, and like that's the end of the segment. Like he chokeslams through a table.
Oh, he doesn't put on a full match.
Yeah, that's
lame.
I feel like I can see that happening.
He'll just come out like, you called the Undertaker to his yard.
Called the big dog to his yard.
Yeah. All right. That's okay then.
I guess
that's okay.
I guess
it's all right. It's not great,
but it's whatever. It's gonna happen.
But you know what? If they really want to sell this WrestleMania thing, if they really want to try to sell this thing to the people, they'll have Undertaker come out on.
He should.
Yeah. He should. I mean, if you want to sell it,
he should.
If you don't want to sell it, you have him come out at Mania and just be like, all right, he's just going to come out and just beat John Cena. Yeah. Hashtag beat John Cena.
He should.
So, is it Wheel of Chairs or More of Lawns?
More of Lawns, of course.
All fucking day. Are you getting the shirt?
I'm definitely getting the shirt.
I'm getting the shirt. I'm just going to be a Matt Hardy mark.
Of Lawns.
And you know what? Because they finally have given him some faith.
He should win the Andre Giant Battle Royal just for shits and giggles.
Are you kidding? He's the only one who put it over.
Yeah.
So
he should definitely win it.
He should easily fucking win.
I mean, who is currently in the Andre Giant Battle Royal?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Bob Black.
I want to know.
Sure, you can know.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
But it honestly just doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, Matt Hardy needs to win this because they've been burying him all fucking year.
They have been burying him all year.
And the only way you get credibility, I don't even know why I'm saying this. I can't even say this with a straight face because who with credibility won the Andre Giant Battle Memorial? Cesaro. What did they do with him? He's in a tag team now. Oh, great. Big Show. What did they do with him? Oh, he's retired now. Who else won it? Mojo Rawley?
Wow, you're right. Roger Rawley definitely won that fucking thing.
What are they doing with him now? So, you know what?
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin won?
Baron Corbin definitely won.
He won 1 year. He won last year. Yeah. So, Baron Corbin is probably the only person of note that has won the Andre the Giant Battle Memorial, and they kind of did something with him because he won the Money in the Bank. He won the U.S. title for a little bit. And now he's just, moseying around.
This is like, meh.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know if I even like Baron Corbin. I know you're a little hot on him, like in the last 2 weeks.
I've been a little bit more accepting of him lately. I don't know.
If you if you treat the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal as the Slammies, and you're Owen Hart, then then you get over. Then you get over. Like Owen Hart could put over the Battle Memorial. You'll want to win it just to shut him up.
Sure.
So if they do that same treatment with Matt Hardy, he's like, I am the winner of the Memorial Battle of Andre. Yes. You know, like he does that shit.
Yeah,
it'll be great. So I don't even care then at that point, because like you've actually made the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal important because Matt Hardy won it.
I think Corbin's gonna be in it again. I think Ziggler's gonna be. Ziggler's definitely gonna be in it. Tyler Breeze's gonna be in it.
Let's just get our lower mid card right out there.
Yeah.
Let's Becky Lynch is who wins the fucking female one? Becky Lynch.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't even want to talk about this. Braun Strowman is going to have a mystery tag team partner. It is supposed to be Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio is injured. Who is it when Rey Mysterio can't do it? Who is it then?
These hands.
All right. Bad. That's bad booking.
These hands were always going to be.
No, it's not bad booking for Braun. Braun gets over, but the tag team division loses.
Yeah. No. Like, these hands are always going to be his tag team partner. Like, you cannot convince me that somehow they're going to be like, Rey Mysterio's going to come out. I was like, no. He's going to come out and be like, Kurt Angle's going to be like, where's your tag team partner? I don't need tag team partners. All I need is me and these hands.
It's true, though.
And like, that's what's going to happen. And then he's going to put.
I mean, at least that's how you're booking him on Raw to Raw, bell to bell.
Yeah, and you're going to, like, he's like, and they're going to be like, you need a tag team partner. It's like, you little kid who has leukemia, come here. You're going to be my tag team partner. And then he's going to tag the kid's going to.
I don't know why that rubbed me the wrong way for some reason. Because there's a lot of children out there who just really hurt.
And he's gonna power slam both Cesaro and Sheamus, and he's gonna tag the little kid, and the little kid's gonna pin him, and him and the little kid are gonna be tag team champions.
This is gonna be someone's Make-A-Wish.
Yes,
and it's sad. It's not sad for the little kid.
No, but it's happening.
It's not sad for Sheamus and Cesaro even. It's just sad because the kid has leukemia. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like I just honestly like it's like if. They're not even. I mean, unless you're gonna make him tag up with Elias, which would be silly.
You know what? That's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay with me. I'm more okay with that than having a Make-A-Wish kid come in and be his fucking tag partner.
Honestly, if you're gonna put fucking Elias with him, you might as well just let him win by himself.
So
you might as well just give him like him in these hands the title, all right? And then like actually write.
You can't do that.
Write Braun and write these hands on the other title. So
all right, so let's talk about the SmackDown tag division in comparison.
Yes.
Which somehow looks really fucking good.
Fantastic.
Why are they burying the Raw? Like, why can't they just keep? If they're gonna copy paste book both fucking brands, why don't they make both brands look as strong as the other? I don't understand that.
I don't know. I think they're waiting for Authors of Pain to get called up for Raw, personally. Because Authors of Pain is definitely on the call-up sheet, in my opinion.
Well, Monday Night Raw is going to be very interesting.
After WrestleMania, yes.
Yeah. They always put good stuff on it anyway. I mean, Revival... Oh, yeah. Wait, Revival's on the main roster. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, the curse of NXT tag teams.
God damn it. Okay. And is Bayley and Sasha on the pre-show?
No, but you know who is on the pre-show? Nia Jax, Aleister Black.
Wait, they've already announced what's on the pre-show? Wait, they announced the pre-show?
It's looking... I saw an article on it today. It's looking very likely that Bliss... Jax is going to the pre-show.
That's stupid.
I know.
That's stupid. So you don't make royalties, Nia Jax. I hope you're happy.
No, it's lame. They should pay that shit off on the...
They should. Yeah, like being on the pre-show shouldn't be as bad as it is. So, in any event, I think it's going to be on the pre-show, even though it's going to be like probably the fucking match of the night.
Yeah, Nia Jax apparently confirmed it. That she said it's obviously not an ideal position that she would want to be in. But to be fair, our show is watched all around the world by millions of people, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people can still catch us on the pre-show.
Of course they're going to catch them, but you're just not going to catch your money. That's the problem.
It's an honor to be on a card, period. I definitely feel that women have earned a
That's
shot
true,
on the
that's
card.
true. That's true.
I don't think that'll be happening this year.
Are you excited
Yes.
For Dolph Ziggler's new bodyguard because he looked so much like Shawn Michaels this week that I wanted to cry a little. Because, like, why is he so nowhere on the card?
Does he have a bodyguard now?
No, I'm just saying. I feel like he should get a bodyguard because that would get him over.
Is Diesel coming out? He's like,
that would be a good role for like Diesel.
My name is Dolph Ziggler. This is my bodyguard.
There's a guy who's like 7 feet.
Trucker.
Is young. What's his name?
Big Cass.
Ah, yeah, that guy. He could probably fucking.
This is my this is my bodyguard. He's
his name is Beazle.
This is
like nobody remembers Big Cass. They'll try to do some shit like that.
His name he used to be a trucker, and then Google took his job automated trucks. So now he's an engineer. We can just have him come out with a computer.
He's a pilot now.
He's a pilot now.
He's living a great life.
He's like, yeah, my name is Beazle.
So
protect my brother here. Hong Hong.
Speaking of things that happened on Schmackadown,
yes.
Shinsuke Nakamura his fucking English is really getting there.
It's getting a lot better. Like all his promos are very clear, which I love. He still takes his time. He's still
But that's the point. Is you need to do that initially.
Yeah.
Until you grasp or master the language.
Yeah, but like he looks way more confident with the promos. I kind of like. But
it fits his character because he just basically said, he's like, look, you yap your mouth, AJ. You're like blah 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 blah.
Oh, yeah.
This is you, and this is me. I'm gonna beat you because
you're too emotional.
I'm not as emotional as you.
Yeah,
and that was perfect actually.
And then like when he comes back and he beats up Shelton Benjamin and then like he almost Kinshasas him, but just like passes him on the shoulders and walks out. So good. I like this idea of like
he's treating AJ like a little kid, like a small American.
Yeah, I like the idea of Shinsuke being like a troll, like he's like trolling him.
Yeah,
and it's like because it's like he's not a heel, and neither is AJ. So how do you have your faces still kind of have a feud that makes sense? It's like we'll have one be like, I'm better than you. Haha, look at that.
But that's how wrestling is anyway. Yeah, it works.
Yeah, it works. And it's like
it's not bad.
And it's like without him having to like resort to like heel tactics, he's like, I can get in your head. Look at me, I'm in your head. Yeah, which is what his gimmick was in JPW. It was like he's like, I can be weird, and you know what? It'll throw you off when I kick you in the face.
Oh yeah, because he's tough. Because he's got fucking legitimate fighting wins.
Yeah, and
over humans.
Yeah, yeah, and you're like, oh man. This guy can kick me in the face, and he can, and he will, and and like it makes the whole thing feel more real, and like I for one am personally happy.
That's what you want though. You want shoot sessions within your biggest fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah, and I think it's good that he's working with AJ particularly because AJ got the lessons from John Cena, like when he first got there about like how to work the WWE main event scene,
right?
Because like you remember when AJ got there, like there was still like that kind of disconnect between AJ and like the WWE main event scene. Like the stuff with Jericho wasn't as good as the rest of his matches ended up being. After
AJ became a main eventer the minute he stepped in the ring with John Cena.
Yeah, and like that's because
that was it.
And like AJ talks about that. AJ is like he sat down with John Cena and John Cena just basically like explained it to him. He's like, yeah, this is what you like. He's like, this is what it's like. He's like, I understand you done TNA, did the Indies and stuff like. And like it was like, yeah, I just like explain to me what do I need to do. And Johnson was like, well, this is what you got to do. This is what it's like.
Yeah, because AJ has every tool in the shed. Yeah. He's like, just teach me how to use the tools here.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, this is how you connect. This is what you do. Like he's like he's like I've only ever done this. So I can tell you what I do, and this is what I've learned from this. And he's like, AJ's like, oh, that's it. Okay, like yeah, no,
lots of false finishes.
Yeah, like I'm starting to get it.
Take it really slow.
Yeah,
build it up like Hulk Hogan almost.
Yeah,
and then there you go. There's your winning formula.
Yeah, and he's like, like walk with confidence, talk shit to the fans. You'll be fine, and he did, and he's fantastic. And like, so it's like it's great to have AJ be like that guy for Shinsuke Nakamura to be like, all right, this is how you do it, because they've already worked together, they know each other, so just like he's like, all right, this is how you do it. And like AJ's already talked about like retiring in like a year.
He's not retiring. He said he's gonna retire, and then he's like, no, at least in 4 years.
I don't know.
Let me tell you something. Once the money starts really rolling in, you kind of go like, shit. This is the first time in my life I'm making this kind of money.
And he's in his best shape he's ever been in my opinion. Like he looked, like he was really in really good shape in TNA, but like he is in fucking phenomenal shape right now.
Pun intended.
Yeah, but like fuck, holy shit. Like when he was younger, he was still like in like really good shape. But like he's like 2% body fat now, like fucking diving off the top rope, doing crazy shit. You know, he can still do a fucking like a 450
easily, but he saves those things. He's saving this for Mania because this is actually going to be probably his biggest match at a Mania now is for the title. Like last year was with Shane. Yeah. And then I don't think he was there the year before that.
No, he wasn't.
Because he like debuted.
He debuted
the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. He debuted the
Rumble. So he should have been.
Did he have a match with Jericho? Was that the Jericho?
No, I don't think so. Whatever. I think he's been there for like 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
I remember his first big match was with Jericho. His first like big feud was with Jericho, the Jericho feud.
I guess maybe that was it, but I don't know. I'm getting things mixed up because it's just been so long. No. But in any event, we've got.
Let's talk a little bit more. What we got?
Oh, for Mania, is that what you want to
run
down, or you want to talk about NXT?
Ooh,
about that Johnny Gargano.
Ooh, EC3 debuting, which was great.
Yeah, man. I mean, like it's pretty cool.
I'm actually kind of hyped to see him. He looked good. It's nice to see EC3. He's definitely someone they're gonna push. I could see. Not just in NXT, but like
he's just gonna be the main fucking heel.
Like they're gonna push him. They're gonna push the shit out of him.
I think once Andrade drops the belt,
he's gonna get called up really fast.
And to where though? To 205?
Probably.
Okay. With that being said, once he loses it, it's gonna be EC3 who like somehow wins the title. Yeah. After I guess from Aleister. I think Aleister's going to get it for a little bit.
Aleister probably is going to have it, and then they're going to call him up.
What, Aleister Black right away?
Yeah, they love him. They want to call him up. He's probably going to go 205, though. You should probably prepare yourself for that.
Aleister Black on 205 Live?
Yeah. Should get ready for that.
Oh. Ew. I'm not really excited about that. I feel like he's got such main event potential.
You should prepare yourself for that. I feel like now that H is in control of 205 Live, they're going to be beefing out 205 Live.
That's true. Back to basics. Yeah, basically making it.
Yeah, they're going to beef it up.
He's 215 pounds though. He's not 205, man.
He's tiny enough. Buddy Murphy's in that fucking 205 Live. He dropped weight to go to 205, I believe.
Oh no. Yeah, 10 pounds is a fucking easy drop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna make me so angry.
I'm okay with it only because the content in 205 Live has gotten so good that at this point I'm willing to like if they supersetted fucking 205 with fucking NXT and the UK show.
What was that then, Phil?
I don't know. And I would be totally okay with that if you did like 205 NXT or NXT 205 UK show. I would probably watch that more than I would watch SmackDown or Raw. I'm being very honest.
Yeah, it's because it's more indie at that point.
Not only is it more
and then
indie,
they throw Ricochet on there.
Yeah, not only is it more indie.
It's impossible to not want to watch it at that point.
Yeah, and not only is it more indie, it's also the match, the stories they're telling are more involving because they're being told in the ring.
Right.
It's not like fucking.
Are they going to up 205 Live to an hour and a half? That's the other thing because like you can't do much with 55 minutes.
Yeah,
it's tough because they're giving it less time than they're giving NXT.
Yeah, I would say this: if I was them, I would combine NXT 205 Live together
to a 2-hour show. But they just introduced a new title.
They're kind of doing that right now actually because Roderick Strong and a couple guys are back and forth between 205 Live and NXT. Pete Dunne showed up on both shows, I do believe. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like they're starting to like kind of to do that crossover there.
We don't know what they're doing with those titles. I mean, the North American title just made its debut. That's going to be the mid card, obviously, of the NXT division. But realistically,
cruiserweight tag titles are coming soon.
Oh my god, that's awesome! I'm so happy. We've been calling for it every fucking week. We've also been calling for the women's tag titles.
Women's tag titles should be coming soon.
So this is all good stuff.
Yeah.
But I missed my point about the fact that I know EC3 is getting that title, and I know it's going to be a feud between him and Drew McIntyre, because that's fucking gold.
EC3 versus Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
That would be actually really cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's kind of like a blessing and a curse, because like he was gonna get the main roster call up, and then he didn't get it. So, those tag titles look nice. We should link those in the description or something like that.
Yes.
I mean, I'm excited. NXT is looking good. It's it survives. Are they gonna do another draft, like another massive talent raid? I hope they don't do that.
I mean, I feel like they are, only because they have to. Because the thing about 205 is...
But they slowly trickled it in. That was when it was successful. That's when it worked.
I mean, you got to remember, they got War Machine coming up. They got a bunch of guys coming up. They haven't really even really introduced Ricochet at this point. So it's like NXT is going to be fine. Like, at this point, I'm not worried about NXT. NXT is going to be okay. What I'm worried about is the main roster. Where the main rosters are the majority of my...
Well, you think it's stale right now?
It's not that it's stale, but it's like...
SmackDown needs help. SmackDown really needs help.
Raw
doesn't need help.
Raw doesn't need help. SmackDown needs a shit ton of help.
Yeah.
And it's not even because it's bad. It's just because they need a influx of new blood, of like new storytelling, new just feel. A new feeling. It needs to feel.
Yeah, I mean, like the Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn angle's getting a little
tired,
stale.
Yeah.
So I think that's fine. Going into the next year, they'll start to slowly trickle that away. And
I would love if they called up the Undisputed Era to be and like have Sami and KO join the Undisputed Era and like build like we're from the Indies, we're indie.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah, because
they already something
because they're already doing the thing with Daniel Bryan. We're like we were broke together.
You know what? That would be cool at Mania if Bryan turns on Shane.
That would be fantastic. I mean, that would actually probably be the best storyline.
But it's bad for Daniel because he's already like a mega draw, and like I don't know.
I mean,
we'll see. We'll see how they do it.
He'll still be a mega draw. He'll never. They can't fuck that face like that white hot baby he has up. I don't think.
I don't know. I Daniel Bryan works best when he is the underdog and wins.
He works best no matter what. Like at this point
You're saying there's no fucking up Daniel Bryan? He can shit on Shane McMahon and then they'll cheer for Daniel Bryan?
Probably,
they will.
Probably.
You're absolutely right.
At this point, because it's like...
At Mania, they will.
Yeah, I feel like because at this point, his career got cut short. Everyone loves him already. Like... He was so loved that like they were
well, here's the thing. We just talked about how SmackDown needs help.
Yeah.
You're right. SmackDown does need help and it just got it. It's called Daniel Bryan back on the main roster.
Sure.
Now we were wrong last week when we reported he was getting limited dates. It looks like they're going to just thrust him right into not full-time, but full-time schedule with partial house shows.
Really? Is
that
what they're
that's
talking?
What they're reporting.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not read that. Oh,
so
wow.
that's something to be considered now because he is a mega draw. You know? Like, all right, look, from a health perspective, it feels like they're rushing him a little too quickly.
I feel like that is true.
But at the same time, like, they're slowly acclimating him back into the fold. They are, according to TV, they're acclimating him back because he's like, I hate this blazer. I hate writing paperwork. I hate everything. I just want to wrestle and kick some heads in. I'm Daniel Bryan.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, and it's great. That was a great promo. It was a fantastic promo.
Well, that's basically what needs to happen. In order to really save SmackDown, unless you're gonna influx it with some new NXT talent.
Well, they should influx it. I mean, Sanity's probably going to NXT to SmackDown.
We've talked about Sanity going places. They've gone nowhere. So I don't know.
Sanity's probably going to SmackDown.
I want to see that. I want to see.
We should all get ready for that.
I kind of want to see the Riot Squad break up because I feel like it's run its course. I feel like Absolution should stay together because it hasn't.
What I really want to see is I want to see Paige make a recovery and get back in the ring because I love her, and every time I see her get in the ring and I see her not wrestle, it hurts. It does.
Paige actually hates me. She's seen me at 2 live events now, and every time she sees me, she tells me to kiss her ass. Because I say things, I shout things. I'm like the smarkiest fan in the front row usually. And she's just like, kiss my ass. She fucking hates me.
She doesn't hate you.
Paige, if you're listening, because I know you're not, I love you. And I love what you've done for wrestling. Get well soon, Paige.
I really want Paige back in the ring.
Yeah, no, she really does need to get back in the ring.
I mean, well, I mean, hopefully they figure out a way to like
it's a neck injury though, isn't it?
It's
you can't do what Daniel Bryan did with a neck injury.
I mean, it's funny because like
that's what retired Edge.
Yeah,
and who else? Austin
Edge. I think a couple other guys too.
Yeah, it's just there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah,
that's it. You know,
it's funny because like they were like, Edge, you should come back, and Brian could do it.
But he's like, no, it's a different thing.
And he's like, yeah, like I have a stupid spine. he's like, if you look up stupid spine, you'll probably see a picture of me.
Yep.
Yeah. He's like,
what is it? Spinal scoliosis or something like that?
Yeah.
It's just it's not gonna work out for him. It's the same thing with Lita. Yeah. So
it sucks because Edge went out like right when he was like at the top of his game.
Oh, who else got Draws? He was paralyzed from the neck.
Oh my goodness.
In any event, let's talk about, speaking of necks, let's talk about the Louisiana State Athletic Commission.
Oof.
And what you can't do on WrestleMania weekend if you are an indie show other than Ring of Honor or WWE, because WWE and Ring of Honor's guys are trained really well, and Louisiana would get no business if the big companies can't do this. And the reason that these rules are implemented is because somebody got paralyzed, sued the Louisiana State Athletic Commission, and won.
I mean, that makes sense.
And then they said, okay, cool. We don't really want fucking wrestlers anymore.
Yeah.
Other than WWE or big companies.
Don't blame them in the slightest.
So you cannot do, if you are Joey Janela, you can't have any variations of the pile driver.
Wow.
You can't have any variations of the power bomb.
Wow. You
cannot do the moonsault, shooting star, or 450 splash, or any variation thereof which involves one wrestler leaping or flipping off the top ropes to contact the head or neck of the opponent with any part of your body.
Wow.
Stone Cold Steve Austin had this finisher, the stun gun, at one point.
Wow.
You cannot do any variation thereof which results in one fighter's head or neck being dragged, draped, or clotheslined across the ropes.
Wow.
You cannot do the striking of a wrestler's head with any object, chair, trash can, lid, etc.
Lovely.
And no wrestler shall throw, push, shove, or force another out of the ring or over the top rope.
Wow.
So you can have some very clean amateur style matches.
That's great. I actually like that.
With some submissions. And
I hear Vinny likes that shit too.
Yeah, he does. He's
into that shit.
The pile driver. That's it's a little sad.
The pile driver is a relatively...
The power bomb is pretty fucking safe, actually.
Yeah.
Moonsault, shooting star, or 450 splash. 450 splash was banned by WWE. I'll have you know.
I mean, shooting star press is notoriously one of the most dangerous off the top rope aerial maneuvers.
They're all variations of the same maneuver.
I mean, Billy Kidman.
Billy Kidman could do it in his sleep.
Yeah, but he also injured numerous people while doing it. He knocked Chavo Guerrero out cold.
Right.
Doing it.
Yeah.
For they had to go get smelling salts to wake him up.
But if you are an independent wrestling production, and mind you, the top selling indie show is Joey Janela's fucking Louisiana Bash or whatever.
Wow.
It's completely wall to wall sold out.
Interesting.
Yeah, so he's like the top selling indie show there, other than like ROH or whatever.
Yeah.
But like if you go right under him is Joey Janela. I didn't meet him, but like I was like within inches of him at the ICW show I went to. So I don't know, maybe we could get him on the show.
That'd be great.
With the power and help of some friends.
On Facebook.
Yeah. Or just messaging him and be like, "Hey, dude, would you come on some show that
Mark Zuckerberg?
Would you whatever? We'll see. I don't know. There's people. I'm talking to people. We'll get some people on eventually.
Yeah.
I'm just figuring it out how I'm going to do it, because I was supposed to do 2 of the podcasts this week, and that was fucking hard enough for me because of work.
Yeah.
And instead, I'm just doing the one, which the main one, the one that I
doesn't-
love
yeah,
doing the
doesn't-
most.
It's not.
So
it's all right.
it's tough. But, if you'd like to complain to me about the fact that I didn't do my 2 other podcasts this week, you can do that at wearesmarks@gmail.com or tweet to us at ILikeSmarks on Twitter. You can also check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/ILikeSmarks. And what else do we have? We have a website, smarktank.com.
We do have a smarktank.com.
How else do you communicate with us?
Smoke signals.
Yeah, that's the best way to contact you, actually. This is the smoke.
Carrier pigeons. We definitely.
Where's our carrier pigeon located?
Just
it's on the top of Trump Tower.
Follow the north wind. Follow the North Star.
Yep, and then you'll reach Bob Black, and you won't have to wonder.
You have to be able to sing with all the colors of the newborn moon, and
no
colors. Sing with the colors of the wind. Like Pocahontas.
Is there anything else you want to cover? Is there anything else you want to cover this week?
I
want to give a shout out to our friends at the Nation of African American Wrestling.
We talked a lot about Wrestlers of Colors here.
I want to give a shout out to one other organization, the Council of Commentary. I want to give a shout out to them. They're a pretty cool wrestling group. They're relatively small right now, but I'm going to put them over.
Yes.
Here on the Smark Tank. Like I said I would. Put you guys over.
You guys are good.
All right, I put them over. That's it. You know what? And like I'm going to give a shout out to my boy EC Negro, and just 420. Now you create.
Yep.
Create or die.
Create or die.
That's my boy. I got to have him on the show. I'm just fucking lazy.
Yep.
Got to do it though. I got to get him on. I got to put my fucking boy Coda, his interview. I'm so lazy. I'm so fucking lazy. I have his interview just like sitting there, and whatever. I also have to finish up the freaking Amazon Alexa app, because they're giving me grief because my description wasn't long enough. Like, fuck you. If my description is long enough for Spotify, it's good enough for Amazon Echo, you dumb piece of Anyway, so that's me in a nutshell. I'm being honest and open and telling, I'm opening the curtain and letting the documentary people come in.
I like that.
Just there's no what's the word? There's no kayfabe here. It's just shoot. It's all shoot.
I like that.
We tell our stories in the podcast.
I like to shoot.
And that's it. All right, and that's it. I'm gonna end it in under an hour.
That's good. Yeah.
We didn't cover NJPW.
No, we'll save that for.
We'll save that for next week. We'll do some more NJPW stuff.
It's a lot. A lot of things happened.
So. And that's that. Thank you for listening to the Smark Tank. I'm Shannon Epstein.
I'm Bob Black. There you go.